Anybody on? Anybody alive? We chatting yet or what? I gotta go to a different channel. See if I can see what people are writing. Ooh. Anybody home? Anybody cool? Anybody clean? Anybody crisp? Anybody irie? What's good? I guess we just gonna talk because there's so much to talk about. Who's watching? Oh, it's me. It's me that's watching. Saw a big truck today outside of orientation. Oh, okay. Where'd you do your orientation at there, Motor Tech? Georgia. Okay. Is that, let me pronounce that right. Sean Ray? Was I right with that? Okay. So who here is a carrier or rural carrier or RCA or rural carrier assistant and all that other good stuff? Sean Ray. Okay. Sean Ray. What up, Sean Ray? I can't see this, so I don't know if you're a female or a male, so I'm not going to be too... All right, cool. You an RCA, Texas Warrior? All right. So I got a question for you. I know this doesn't directly affect your pay as an RCA. Am I correct about that? This whole Rex thing, does that affect your pay? Or do you guys get paid by the hour? Texas Warrior or TX Warrior? Because from my understanding, you guys are paid by the hour. It's the rural carriers, the regulars, that get paid by the route. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a career regulars. You don't know. Anyway, so did anybody, I gotta adjust this. All right, female carrier in process of being counted since Saturday. Okay, I usually get evaluated time and then we split the routes. Okay. Female carrier in process of being counted since Saturday. Okay, Sean. I apologize. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Ma'am, Sean Ray. Usually get evaluated time and then hourly if we split the routes. Okay. Okay. So I don't think that rural carriers are getting paid by the get that off. That's my screen. What are we watching? What do you guys got me watching here? I don't think you guys get paid by the route as a rural carrier associate. I believe you guys get paid by your hours, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that the rural carriers, the full-time, they get paid per the route. Now, I don't know how that would affect a rural carrier associate, though. What up, Black? You know I really need my glasses. I should have grabbed them. I need to know, is this coming in fuzzy? Because on my phone, it looks fuzzy. The RCA will get the evaluated pay for the route they do that day. Really? Okay, so even the RCAs get evaluated pay? Really? So all the people are affected by this Rex count. That kind of sucks. So they don't punch your clock. I think that you guys, I mean, I don't mean to dig at unions, but your union knew about this beforehand, and they were the article. It just shows that they were not persistent, or forthcoming to let you guys know. Now, as a rural carrier shop steward, if they're aware of upcoming changes, I would assume they would, pull their people aside and say, hey, listen, be on your P's and Q's, scan this, do that, do this, do that, to kind of forewarn you. Says we're barely affected. Okay. So I don't like to take digs at anybody, but I would assume that a rural carrier union rep steward would have the information in order to help the rural carriers be successful. That's my assumption. And if this has been in negotiation for 10 plus years and all of a sudden it pops up, you would assume that the rural carrier union rep would say to their people, listen, we gotta, this next year, I know what they're telling you, but this is what you guys need to do. They should have something like the APW you just had yesterday and shout out to all their people. Look, your pay is going to get dramatically affected. All right. We don't really know what the data comes from, and where. They don't have to be a genius to know a bunch of things, but they should know, hey, we need to make sure that our people don't get screwed. That's my assumption. I'd rather us go hourly if they're going to trust the new rec stuff. I think that would be, I think that would make more sense. Pay you guys a fair rate, to cover your cars, cover your gas, and all the other good things that go with it. The crazy thing is, at a few of the stations that I work at, the full-time career rural carriers, they don't use their own vehicles. They use the postal vehicles. So I know it's different nationwide. It's an interesting dynamic, but that's just kind of how it is. Did anybody watch the APWU, the thing that they put on the YouTube yesterday, and shout out to all the, postal workers nationwide? Did anybody get any of that information? Oh, good. Well, Mark, what did you think about it? Tell me what you think about it. Because I didn't think that I think they had talking points and they stuck to their talking points. I really don't believe that they answered a lot of the questions that each and every one of us has. So it depends on a router if it's tied to an LLV. Oh, okay. All right. Is my microphone working decent? Is it breaking in and out? The post office would never drag out a process for 10 years unless they believe the carriers would benefit. Somehow the post office figured out how to screw us. Okay. I agree with that. To a degree. Back when COVID hit, you guys had a influx of parcels and packages, and I don't believe that they took into account those parcels and packages during their evaluations. I know that they don't take into account a lower mail count, which they're supposed to, and the flats that do come, and it just seemed like a real screwy system overall. So I'm covering a regular LLV used to be in instead of my vehicle. Okay. Totally depends on. So again, with the unions, I believe that the union should have been more forthcoming overall with everybody, and telling people, hey, we deserve XYZ, and we need to know XYZ, because the people that we are dealing with, the people that are in our locals, they have plenty of questions. And if I have a question, and like I said, last week, and I told people to go and watch and submit your questions, I don't believe they addressed very many of the questions. Now, I could be wrong, but did the people that watched the APWU, because I was kind of in and out of it, did they address anything having to do with these new mega centers or how we were going to be placed? Because my personal opinion behind that is I believe that they know what's happening with us, and if they know what's happening with us, Why aren't they telling us? See, exactly, Mark. Thank you. See, now, I know for a fact that one of my stewards put that question in there, submitted that question. So why wasn't that addressed? Which is the major talking point behind everything that's going on right now. This new 10-year plan and the mega centers basically downsizing and downplaying our pay and our people and everything that surrounds us. So the question is, why didn't they answer the question that was basically the whole elephant in the room? Because I had a similar question. I want to know about, the artificial intelligence that are going to be, installed inside the plants, and if these plants and when these plants are going to come into effect and where they're going to be located and why they're, what their plans are for, our crafts that they cover, as well as the other crafts, because you can guarantee that the president of the carriers union was watching, and the president of the rural carriers union was watching, and the mail handlers union was watching, but none of the main questions were answered, which is very disappointing to me. Now, if we don't have a voice, what's the purpose at this point? What's the purpose at this point? Can anybody in here that knows anything share some information with Jay? All they want to do is talk about the toxic work environment. Yeah, and then they talk about boots to grounds and all that. Toxic work environment stems from our own people. At the end of the day, it's our own people that give this toxic work environment because, like I said before, if 5 years from now, God forbid, something happens to me and I can no longer drive a truck, I'll be inside of an office somewhere. Now, the environment that's beneath me is the one that I create. I can go to work every day and be an asshole and, just bring all my problems from home. And then everybody that's around me has to deal with that just because of a level that I have. And that's exactly who our bosses are. Your 204Bs, your station managers, your supervisors, they're just us at a higher level. So that toxic work environment is just us. So all they want to do is this toxic work environment isn't really. And what are they going to do about that? They're going to get rid of all the managers? Nothing. It was one talking point, and that was it. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Any good news with us getting any raises? I mean, I have these answers. I just want to see if you guys know anything. We know that our contracts are going to be up for renewal in a little while, right? Yeah. So what happens when that time comes? What are they going to be asking us for? Hey, T, how you doing? T, it's just a letter. T has some issues in T's location, cutting hours. Is everybody getting their hours cut? Anybody's hours starting to go back up yet? I mean, this is open forum here. I want some questions. I want you guys to give some answers to some questions. I'm going to have to adjust my I got to, oh yeah. All right, it's out the way here. Okay, there we go. A little bit higher. All right, see what we got. Okay. They cut me from 48 to 40K and send me a bill that owe $500 in overtime. What? You owe $5,000 in overtime? I've never heard of a foolish thing like that before. They sent you a bill stating that you owe them in overtime hours? That's crazy. Missy Henny. How you doing, Missy Henny? That's a very beautiful name. Are you a beautiful person, Missy Henny? Still have my hours plus some. Oh, hi, Daddy. Okay, well, I guess that's my son. All right. What's up, boy? Stop playing. Still have my hours plus some. Okay. So not every place is losing hours, which is good. But is any place gaining hours? The mail volume, my mom. No mail getting back early. Really? No mail. So at the end of the day, you guys know that I pick up mail from stations and I bring them back to the plants. I used to pick up mail from one of my stations in a 53-foot trailer. Then slowly I started moving down to a 48-foot trailer. Now I'm down to a 45-foot trailer, and I am probably 3/4 of the way full in the evening on my closeout. So I can see that the mail volume is definitely going down. I'm in a big station with like 70 rounds. It's okay. Jan Carlos. No mail, T. We discussed this yesterday, T. We use AL or do clerk work. We have to use my mom is beautiful. So is this live? Yes, son, this is live. So why don't you just call me? Stop playing on here. Why are you on mommy's thing? Honestly, mail has been crazy light. There must be something. Well, no, people don't have confidence in us as much. Somebody left a comment, because everybody for some reason thinks I'm the face of the post office, and left a comment about they're a business owner and they had it up to here with the post office, and I think the guy does either like Pokemon cards, rare cards, and he said that he's been mailing things and things have been supposed to be mailed back to him and it hasn't been getting back to his P.O. box. So he has this big gripe because, these things are extremely valuable. I don't know anything about it, but they go missing. Now, my thing is, how does anybody really know what one is? But then he said the clerks said that his P.O. box was issued to somebody else before him and they accidentally gave that mail to someone else. Postmaster came out and said, well, how do you know it was mailed here? The man showed her a tracking number and it was like, well, we can't do anything. Like, this is why we lose our customers, because the lack of customer service, I guess, it's crazy. Honestly, mail has been crazy light. Hi, Mr. Normally, what's the waiting time to get hired at the post office from day we submit job appointments online? Well, Zulma, when you submit it, it could take a week to like 6 months. It depends if they need you. I'm not trying to be funny, but I have a video about that. What's the time frame? A lot of people in here can tell you. Usually minimum is a month and a half. Sometimes there's people that have taken 8 months to get into the post office. They're supposed to have a meeting on Thursday about the hours. Postal disservice. It's true. It's disservice. If we're here to do a service, we don't really have to like our job. Hell, we ain't got to love our job. We just kind of have to do our job the right way. Just get it done. Just keep our shitty attitudes at home. We all have reasons to have, attitudes, but if we can just kind of separate what we got going on at home or personal life, bills and all that other stuff, just go in there, keep a fake smile on your face, get the job done. You don't have to like your coworkers, but if you're in customer service end of it, from the carriers to the clerks, just do your best, because it's you guys that will keep this place going, and it'll be you guys that'll break this place if nobody uses us anymore. I just offered a custodian position, no drug test. Will they drug test me sometime in the future? They're not doing no drug tests right now for anybody, except for tractor trailer operators or anybody in the MVS field. Freddie, yes, well said. Thank you. I believe that AI is taking away our mail as well. Think about it. Emails. That right there just took a lot of stuff away. Oliver Edwards, stop smoking. Smoking what? I'm chewing on some food that I ate earlier. Mail handler equipment operator checking in from Providence, PNDC. Providence, Rhode Island. That's where you guys have Kaz, right? Kaz. Oliver Edwards. Just bear with me. I'm going through this. Drag out the process. They screw us. Any more questions? Any more questions? People ask me questions all day. People tend to email me some weird questions, and this is your chance. A lot of people like to be personal with their questions. You know, the ones that are going through, LaShonda, so are they getting rid of Tour 2 all over? Yeah, that's the plan. That is in Mr. DeJoy's plan, to make it two tours versus 3. It doesn't mean that the plant is going to close. I don't know what the purpose is. I think it's just to make sure that they stagger people in and make people uncomfortable. As an RCA, we are increasing scans for accuracy and breaking down our routes. Problem is, no one's gave us any information on which scans to use in case and on the road. Okay. So, Victor, I heard this from a few different rural carriers about them not giving you guys the proper training. At this point, I would just, if I know I'm going to get my money cut, but there's a way to save my money, I'm going to ask everybody in my plant, right up to the supervisor. And I would make it a point to text and repeat text and speak and ask for personal meetings to make sure, listen, I don't understand the scanning, and I don't want my pay cut, so can you please explain this to me? If I got to come in for a few hours on my day off just to make sure that you don't take, $10,000 off my check, sure. And if it's only going to take 2 hours, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And if the supervisor can't give you the right information, say, well, where do I need to go? Because I don't feel comfortable losing $10,000 if I'm doing the job that requires me to be getting paid that. That makes sense? All right. Also, what is the quality or skill that will actually make us get hired as a process clerk or pre-sales also? Zulma, I have a full video. If you scroll down my video selections and just put in, processing clerk, and it'll tell you the skills necessary, which is usually none, for every different craft. I describe every single craft in an individual video for each one. So you could kind of take a peek and you will get all the information. What is credit union? Is it a bank? Should I join it? Credit union, something like a bank. Yeah. Should you join it? I would. I can't give advice, but I do have a credit union. Take that for what it's worth. Doubt it. They're still promoting it in orientation. PVO checking in. What up, Jay? PVO, huh? You out there with my man Joey, fitness dad? They told us initially 6 scans, when now we're being told 24 scans to do on some routes. Yes, that's what I heard. 24 scans. A flyer was posted with 6 scans, and that was it. No other training. So will that pause the conversions for PSCs once they get rid of Tour 2? No. I don't think it's going to pause anything. I think it's going to speed things up. Honestly, I think people are just going to end up, jumping ship once they do that conversion of tours. It's going to be interesting. I believe you mark my words, between now and next summer, there's going to be some dramatic changes. Guaranteed for that. Glad to see you live, but I thank you. Perfect score on 2 of my exams. If I will be the first one to thank first. No, you took the time. I don't accept thank yous very well. You took the time to do your thing. You don't have to thank me. PA Carrier out in Pennsylvania. You know, Pennsylvania, very dear to me. When I was driving over the road, I was in the Allegheny Mountains. I was moving some furniture. Broke a dining room tabletop glass and severed it to the bone on my arm. See that there? Yeah. I was out of work for almost 2 years. Damn Pennsylvania. Goddamn mountains. It's me venting. Sorry. How come they aren't accepting reassignments for TTO but accepting new drivers off the street? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe having something to do with the monetary value. A reassignment. So if I'm making, let's just use a number, $45 an hour, and I want a reassignment from here to Atlanta, Georgia, they're going to have to pay me $45 an hour over there. But they take somebody off the street, they don't have to pay them $30 an hour. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's all about that money. My union gave me more information, but not from we are trying to retrain ourselves accordingly. So your union rep gave you some information. That's weird. A video to watch, sign something regarding a new rec system wasn't in proper training. You know, everybody is saying that with the proper training. Even a union rep that I spoke to from your craft. I said people retiring, yes. I work toward two, they're getting rid of all nationwide. Yes, give or take. PVO in Oklahoma City, baby, yes. My guy went out there, he from New York, came to my area, and then went out there. As soon as he got out to Oklahoma City, y'all had all them damn tornadoes try to scare my dude. They get rid of a tour, then they have to give the regulars a job first. Yeah. What's wrong with the streets? Postal streets. New drivers off the street. PA Carrier from Philadelphia District. All right. What up, KB? How you doing there, fam? Out there in Texas. TTO, BVO drivers. Are there custodian positions on internal e-career site? I think so. I believe so. Yes, there is, actually. Yes. Newly hired CCA in LA. I'm wondering, Louisiana have any part of the organization process about 4 months. Learning how to properly case mail and learning about mail. Not as easy as it seems. Damn right. I don't know how the hell y'all do that. My daughter and my son mastered that. Casing mail. I don't understand the process, but what's going on, Donna? Now, I got plenty of people on here. This is definitely a good time for anybody with questions to ask, because somebody on here has an answer. I'm sure of it. Dance on that thumbs up button. Ha ha! That's funny. All right. I'm going to stick this out for another 10 minutes. My thing was, check this out. Oh, that's right. One of our fellow postal workers makes these things. Right? Him and his mom. So his mom is at home and she makes these things for postal workers. And they're for every occasion. So if you guys like these things, you know, just check out the video description because they hook these up. And my thing is to share information. If somebody got a side hustle, yo, I'm all for it because I'm trying to keep it in the postal family. I'd rather one of our people be making some money than you guys paying a big name like Walmart for the same exact thing. They custom make everything. I don't know how the hell she does it, but these are really cute. Yeah, really. I don't even know what this stuff is, but it, you know, just want to be different. You guys want to be different? What is that stuff on there? It looks like rock candy. Yeah. But yes, his mother's at home, and you know, there's a donut on this. Seriously, there's a donut. How did he? Who has time for this? Except for somebody's mom. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. What's up with all the cups? KB, you like have my number. What are you even asking me that for? Any clerks over who are running the machines? Yeah, so I have the information always in the video description. They made me my own little postal PVO cup with the truck on it before, but I'm just here to share it. And I also got the ladies' information that does the t-shirts for you guys. Hook you up, custom make your joints. Any clerk here on tour 2. My friend wants to know if you has or will be having remote jobs working from home as customer service. Shit. You know what, Zuma? I'm not even gonna laugh at that, because honestly, at this point, who knows? They don't have any right now, but the post office doesn't. You know, they're trying to eliminate as many positions as possible. But right now, no, they don't have any positions where you can work from home. If that was the case, I wouldn't leave my house. Drive a truck, say what? No, no, no. What else we got here? Wish users RCA as well as multiple routes open, hard for us to do, make sure the scans are done. We do, but it's irritating. Okay. Okay. Little Things by Tina. There she go. See, y'all see that little name right there? Little Things by Tina. She be hooking up the shirts. I got a video with her in it. Customer service work from home, actually? Really? I didn't know that, KB. See, that's why you got people on here. I didn't think, no. I have a friend that works in customer service out in like St. Louis or somewhere. I don't know if they have positions at home. Accounting help desk? Really? Well, there you go. I'm pretty sure it's hard to find. Well, slap me silly and call me Sammy. I didn't know that. I'm about to be a customer service representative. See, this is why you ask the questions and somebody can give that information. Any news on you eliminating CCA all around? That's not happening. You guys got your job. Carriers and CCAs, they always be needed. Sammy H. Yeah, Sammy H. Little Things by Tina. Yeah, Little Things by Tina. She's the one that be hooking up these t-shirts, y'all. Keep dropping that info. What up, Fresh? Ain't you up top there in Jayville? Up there in Jayville doing your thing? It's in contract negotiations. Bear with me. I'm trying to read these text messages. Well, read y'all messages, and they're really, really small. This is what it looks like to me. I can't see, but I mean, not that bad. Always needed both on rural and city side. I just may be adjust, but carriers be needed. Yes, sir. Duval. Okay. All right. Anybody ever go to Jacksonville? Notice they got like 6 million bridges that go nowhere. Nighttime, you go through Jacksonville, Florida, there's like bridges, they're just bridges over canals. There's just bridges. Everywhere you go, there's a bridge. What's up with that? All right, what is the one best advice you can give for someone who wants to transfer? Sheesh. You trying to be funny, KB. All right, I don't know. Paso Robles, California. Wants to transfer. Think about it before you transfer. If you transfer, you work for the post office for 15 years, and you transfer from Paso Robles, California to Nueva York, and you've been with the post office 10 years. When you transfer over to Nueva York, you're going to lose your seniority. You're down at the bottom of the list. Just so you know. Everything you said is true. I've been saying this for a long time. Does the 90-day probation start from the first day of orientation or after I finish your training? Jayville bridges lead to strip clubs. No question. Ooh, boy. I always say, I'm not sure with that 90-day probation. I always say, give yourself 120 days. Give yourself 120 days. That don't mean after 120 and slack off. That's not a thing. Don't slack off after 120. This got my orientation date as an MHA. Your videos have made the process feel a lot easier. I don't know. Some people get scared when I talk. It's 90 working days, 120 days, give or take. Yes. Thanks for doing what I do. All I do is talk. I put people together. They answer the questions. Do you lose seniority when going from PTF to regular at the same location? Yes. You're behind the regulars. So, you don't really lose seniority. So let's just say there are 10 people. Only 5 get converted. The other 5 stay PTF. Now, when you convert to regular, the other ones are still below you. Now you're number 6 on the list. And another one that follows you is number 7. So, you don't jump and bump the people that are ahead of you. Now, you can go from career to PTF. Just like I said, if you do a transfer from one place to another, you could be a career person for 20 years. And you go to a place that only has a PTF position available. You can go backwards to PTF. Would you have to commit murder to be let go? I don't even like that comment, brother. What should I do if I'm in my 90 days and my supervisor asks me to do something I don't feel comfortable or safe doing? You know what? You need your own channel, Kay. All right, you trying to be funny. All right, let me read it again. You would have to commit murder. Oh, my bad, Nick. All right. I don't know. There's some people that get let go for they build a case on them. They build a case on them. I apologize, Nick. How fast is e-reassign process if they're open positions? Man, that takes a long time. It could take 2 months to 6 months, because if they accept you, say New York accepts you, then your manager can hold you for like 2 months after that. It's messed up. Apologize. USPS is career carrier. Why do some carriers leave at 4 p.m. consistently and others have to do overtime? I think they volunteer to do overtime, maybe? Some people volunteer. They're on the ODL list. Overtime desired list. Someone been fired during orientation? Yes, I've seen that. My people be doing some dumb stuff. ODL, overtime desired list. OTDL, maybe? No, it's ODL. The routes. Where are the routes? Okay. Is my camera showing clear? Because again, it's showing very blurry on my screen. Maybe I need to go back in. Still showing ever done tour 3? What's tour 3 to you? It's a little fuzzy, but not too bad. Yes, you got to change the quality on YouTube. How do you do that? Oh, yeah. I used to work from midnight on up. It's like truck drivers, we have like 2 tours. We come in at midnight, till 10:30 in the morning. Then the next shift will come in at 12:30 till like 9 o'clock at night. It's clear. Thank you. Maybe I gotta learn how to do that. I don't want to mess with nothing right now. I hate as a CCA we must work on Sundays. I was working like 80 hours a week for 3 years. Just slow down. We got an Amazon plant in the area. Go to your settings, you will see quality. Yeah, I really don't want to do that when Let's see. Nope, not even gonna mess with it. Nah. I'll figure it out next time. My bad. That's why I'm a truck driver. Thank you. Go to settings like that 8-hour. You're from their Dr. M. No one on the tablet YouTube settings. This is my phone. This ain't a tablet, okay? This is a phone. In case you didn't know, this is my Z Fold. This is my open that thing up and talk. Look stupid, don't I? Yeah. Anyway. Quality is crisp and irie. All right. Rex coming out to do rural carriers have a chance. When and do the rural carriers have a chance? I just did a video about that, Bubba dude. Like literally. Just right before this came, I did the video about the Rex coming out May 6th, I believe. Doom, doom, doom. Janitors are using scanners in your station to do what? What is a janitor using a scanner for? Nah. That doesn't make sense. To clock in. Where are you located? Water bottle? This guy said barcodes on toilets. Ha! That's funny. Are job biddings done online or on paper? Depends on your craft. Truck drivers, we do it on paper. We can, call and talk to each other. There's a lot of people, they do have the online bidding where you can do it through Light Blue, I believe, and they'll post the bids for your specific craft up there, and then you just go and you select it that way, your top 3 choices or 5 choices. You clock in your scanners. Okay. Lashonda, thank you. I clock in on my scanner. No, the carriers are clocking in on their scan. No, the rural carriers clocking on their scanners, and the clerks are clocking in on their scanners. I'm pretty sure that the clerks are. I think the clerks clock in and out on their scanners. Oh, so the reason that they started using scanners to do the clock in thing is because the company that actually did our clocks are no longer in business or servicing our clocks, and they're trying to get rid of those old time card things. That I do. I mean, those are so outdated. Think about it. I mean, 20 years ago, they used to use a fingerprint, and we are still with this beep. It's so backwards. Clock in and out on Scary. Okay. What's the next to butterfly? Is that a candle or perfume? Where do you see a butterfly? I guess I gotta look. This? Oh, that. So these, there's no perfumes here. These are just cups. Everything here is a cup. That's a cup for nurses, I believe, and yeah. Candle or perfume? It looks like Pocahontas. It says, choose your path. It's like an old style, it's an old style tattoo things. Starting to do route inspection in some stations for city carriers in California. Go to sleep. Ric Flair. Woo! Right in the front. Oh, cups. Oh, okay, you got my attention the entire time. The person that does these cups is a postal worker, like I was saying earlier. It's his mom. His mom lives in the house, and he just wants to keep mom busy. And I support anybody that's a postal worker. That's just it. That's just what I do. I make sure if they got a little business, hey, help them out. That's where you guys step in. If you support somebody, support your own postal worker. They custom make whatever you want. Real question. Can the postal police search your car or you on property? I believe they can. Yes. I like the margarita one. That thing. Yeah, they're so crafty because I have no idea how they make this stuff. Like these little lemon thingies and stuff, it takes time. It takes time. I don't have the patience. I don't have the, yeah, I don't. The water bottle. You should be getting a couple of these things. They got all types of water bottles. They got pens and stuff they do. I got this whole setup here. Like, I don't even know what this is. This is little pens and stuff for kids and keychains and yeah, they do it up. I gotta put this stuff away now because I gotta give it back to them. Oh man, why are Mondays so busy? Oh well, Lewis. Margaritas any time for vacation, no question. Why are Mondays so busy? Because the mail backs up. There's no real delivery of anything on Monday. They don't deliver letter mail on Monday. And they can only deliver but so much of the parcels, which is usually Amazon Sunday. So the parcels back up because they're not delivered Sunday. So you guys get slammed on Monday with it. Miss K needs a cup for sipping. She actually has one. He made her one. Tanya Dunn. KB. KB and Miss K. They have the same exact name. They actually chat with each other. How about that? KB's in Texas and anyway. Where is it at? Where is it at? You know what? I'm gonna actually, don't judge me. Don't judge the old man. Copy text. I'm going to see if I could put this. There it is. That's the person right there. SparklyLatinaDesigns@gmail.com. That's the person that does that does these things, I guess. All of this. That person. And this K is definitely gangster. I had a guy in my city throwing away mail, and a postal inspector was in the building. Case, and they pulled him out around and said, "You know what you're doing," before they can get him out there. Woo! Has anyone heard about people having a little bit of a fit for working on Sundays? It hits the fan on Easter Sunday. He handed him a gun out his cooler bag, shaking my head, throwing away mail, and had a gun. Damn. Okay, so I need to put this out here because somebody wrote me today. And just for the person's sake, I'm just going to speak in general, I guess. If you guys think that the Postal Police and the inspection service doesn't pay attention to what goes on in the facilities, you're sadly mistaken. Somewhere in the Midwest, somewhere out in this country, there's a group of people that think that they're smarter than the inspectors. And for some reason, when they find, as they call it there, cans, OTRs, BMCs that happen to have the smell of marijuana in them, for some reason they don't scan them arrive or depart, and they just happen to get lost inside the facility. And for some reason they think that they're going to get away with it. So one person in particular is being threatened now because they're part of this whole written up statement. We're not going to get into that part of it, but just so you guys know, don't think that if you come across a little bit of weed, that is not going to be noticed. Anything that goes through the post office is noticed. Please don't steal. And they got this whole thing going on where they're behind the scenes, some type of drug ring, and it bothers me because of the stupidity, because in that specific state the marijuana is legal. Why would somebody do that idiocracy? And why would somebody jeopardize their job? So if one of you just happens to be one of them that's watching me, don't do it, because they're watching you. I know the inspection service watches me. I know for a fact that. I sat in the office with them about 3 weeks ago because of my videos. Oh, Jay almost lost his job, I'll tell you that. But I know that they watch me. You think if they don't watching Jay that they don't know what goes on inside their building? Man. Okay. All right. What'd I lose? All right. Don't put my business in the street. No one is. Florida's a wild place, Postal. That carrot must be in Chicago. If they want to. No, he's a dude. Does anyone get a horn instead of dogs? You guys, if you guys are carriers, seriously, if you guys are carriers, buy your own dog spray. Hell, buy mace. Hell, carry 3 or 4 of them with you. I would implore you to carry as much mace as possible, because protecting yourself at this point from whether it be a dog or some idiot that wants that key is paramount. Screw what they say. Why you got your whole belts with dog spray and mace? I won't go home to my family. What's a horn gonna do? Get out of here, beep. Come on now. They gave us Band-Aids at orientation. Do y'all see my straight face emoji? Really? Band-Aids? I got 2 horns, dog spray. I kicked the dog last week and I got covered the same way and I got left alone. Hey, you got home. They're gonna go 4 or 5 days of letters flat, and I think there's 7 or 8, there's no mail volume. Bear mace. You must live out in the mountains somewhere. I haven't seen that since I was out in Colorado or Oregon or something. Being a postal inspector, a better craft compared to a carrier. Yes, postal inspectors get paid very well to do very little. And they can retire in 20 years. They get paid very well, very well. Like a Batman utility belt. Exactly. Dog spray provides are useless. A dog come at me 3 different times before I got shaking up enough for it to be hell of a inspector. You got to be a bachelor degree and be under 35. It's under 36, actually. I thought it was 35 as well. A man corrected me, said it's under 36. Yeah. But I would implore anybody to go for it if you had to. The only thing with that is they don't necessarily have the like if they hire you, you may have to go to a different state temporarily, and then you go back to your own state after that. But why not? Why not? I like the questions. I like the questions. I like the answers that you guys are giving. I appreciate that. I got to put all these damn cups away now. Y'all better buy some cups from them people. It's my ace. My ace boon coon. But what we gonna do about the unions, really? I mean, I respect the APWU for talking like they tough. They had me sit here on this damn channel and say, y'all better go write them union. You better, it's your fault if they don't listen to you. Then you go listen to them and they talking about, we're not gonna take managers just disrespecting us in the toxic work environment. What? We knew that already. Give us some new news. Man, that was foolishness. Foolishness. And then they had to have the nerve to put it on right when wrestling's on. Ooh, yeah. Bottom line is, your union presidents know more than they give you directly. They piece the information out to us so that there's no panic. Me personally, I want to know all the information so I can decide whether or not I need to panic. I can make an educated decision on whether or not I want to move forward with this career that I'm in. Give me a chance to move forward. I don't want somebody walking up to me one day and say, hey, Jay, listen, you did a great job, but yeah, you're going to become an unassigned regular. But if you want to stay a full career regular, we got a route down in 60 miles from here. All you got to do is just travel 60 miles each way. Huh? I don't want that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get nobody worked up. Hit my head going in all the time. Lewis, you must be cold. Tall. I made regular rural 3 months ago, and this has me going from 43K to 43H. See, I don't know what none of that means, water bottle. Y'all got them letters and all that funky stuff. Like that shirt? Yeah. Best in the world. You know he was at Raw last night? Did you know that? Somebody that's into wrestling would be like, what? Why was he doing it there? Yeah, he's in AEW. He was in the Raw backstage last night. They kicked him out. Seems to follow up with the APL was negotiating. You tell me who the top union is. Top union. Biggest union is APWU. They cover more crafts, obviously. Are they worth it? I don't know. I'm disappointed because I know for a fact that I submitted 2 questions. I know for a fact that a few people that I reached out personally submitted some questions, and I didn't watch the full thing, but none of our questions were answered. And if they tell you, hey, submit your questions, you would assume they're going to make their best effort to answer them. They just had one sticking point, and that's what they drilled home. I have this open forum, and I'm trying to go through all your questions so that I can, address them. That's what I expected from them, but it wasn't. It was very disappointing, and they know more than they're putting out. I had to seat my seat because the seat and LOE wore out in the neighborhood. Yeah, some of us higher mileage went from K to J routes above 60-mile rides. It's just days off amount during a week. Okay. So I lose all my relief days Monday through Saturday if this goes through 43-hour evaluation for 6 days. Jesus. Yeah, man. See? That rural stuff is too complex for my brain. You guys in the rural is too much. How do I feel about the mega centers? I'm excited. Jay's excited. The second they say that this mega center is built and they say, Jay, you want to go? It's about 40 miles from me, the one that I know that they are building. They say, you want to go? I'm going to say, hell yeah. Jay is going to jump on it. I know how many years I got left in this post office, and if I can help build what I want there, Jay's going to do it. That's what's going to happen. Because from my supervisory experience here, 204 being, and just knowing the area and knowing what goes on behind the scenes, if I have the opportunity to build it efficiently and effectively, because I can do that with my people, because I'm a truck driver first and I fight for the truck drivers. I'm not going to tell somebody to do something that's unrealistic that I can't physically do. I'm not going to say, hey, I need you to go from here 200 miles away and back. Try to do it in 5 hours from me. You know, no, it's unrealistic. I know how to deal with people to the best of my ability, and I think that it would be a great opportunity for Jay. I'm looking forward to the new places. Our manager staff takes all annual leave, and if we call up personal days, they take LWOP. Yeah, see, that sucks. I don't like that about management either. That they can sit there and do whatever the hell they want to do. But there's ways to beat that, people. There's ways to beat that. And I don't want to give that information out, because if I give all that information out, the lazy ones will take that information and utilize it to the best of their ability. But there's ways to get over on them managers that take one. All right. So the road had a dip and no seatbelt, of course. Bubba dude is just going in. Just going in. Are you worried about PVS drivers losing their jobs behind the mega centers? No. Honestly, I don't. I think the PVS drivers, MVO drivers, right? You talking about PVS? Or you talking about all of us? No. We ain't gonna lose our jobs. No, absolutely not. I think the whole concept of having a mega center and being more efficient will boost some productivity. That I believe. Once the public says, hey, you know what? It's the new shiny object in the street. Let's try that. That's what's going to happen. Because think about it. Amazon was just books before. Kindle books. That's what it was. And then they started moving on to this and moving on to that. And then people started, hey, what do you got there? Hey, what do you got there? People just going to go with it like it's a fad. That's all it is. You'll see. Bubba's a trip. Yeah, we have a big warehouse near me. Amazon pulled out the location. Keep hearing that they're going to move our stations there. Everybody airy? Yes. Bubba's a trip. What do you think of the new trucks? What do you mean by new trucks? You talking about the new carrier trucks or the new tractor trailer operator trucks? Is that what you're asking me? We now Irie. Bubba's funny. He's painting a picture just through text message. That's a funny guy. That's hard to do. The new LLVs. I think they're going to get damaged. Here's why. Here's why, Postal family. Here's why. You guys see those new Amazon vehicles that are driving around delivering all of our Amazon goods? Show me one that doesn't have a dent on it. They've only been out for 2 years. Show me one that doesn't have a damage on it or a dent. They take the average person, throw them in there, and they're tearing them damn trucks up, those vans up. Tell me I'm lying. There's a scuff on them somewhere. I watch them tear them up when they pull into the gas station. We got an Amazon warehouse, a distribution center around the corner. And they turn into the gas station and they just tear it all up. They're not easy to maneuver. So I think they're going to be interesting for our people. Bubba got plenty of stories. I'm not a fan, to be honest. I think you guys are going to be happy that it has air conditioning. You're going to have a lot more room to maneuver. How about them electric? Like, really? I don't know about electric yet. I want to see how that plays out. I know that they're putting charging stations in all these new places. That I do know. One of the maintenance people was mentioning that to me, that they're trying to plot out because of DeJoy asking how that would work in certain places. And they're plotting it out now. All right, let's see. Can't we, but I love the Metro, so I will use one of those one day. They are ugly and taller, so they can be fun trying to get mailboxes with stuff in the way. Yeah, they are ugly, but I mean the LLV is ugly too. Those little funny things look like those little cartoon trucks from TV. What's going on, El Flaco? Flaco is skinny, right? Flaco is skinny in Spanish. Was your seatbelt on? They're taking the AC out of LLVs. Sliding doors will be great on the new vehicle. I have a video when I went to one of those conventions and saw the outside of them and did the whole thing. If they put those prototype electric trucks in, we're screwed as carriers. They're too long to maneuver in between cars. True, true. Imagine doing your piece and the battery runs out. I don't think that's the thing. Infrastructure isn't there for electric chargers. You want to know about infrastructure? Ho, 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 ho. So, when I was sitting in the office, I like to say sitting in the office, babysitting the house as a 204B, we had the task of every plant had to submit within 48 hours. We had to submit information from our facility about how many docks we had, how many parking spots we had, every bit of it. They wanted all the dynamics sent, and they had this form we had to put on the computer so that information is sent back to these engineers, and we had to take pictures of outside so that they're sent back to the engineers so that they can formulate plans to put all that stuff that we're talking about right now in. Hopefully come with saying the metric doors are whack. You're right on the metric door. They'll probably bubble wrap for Bubba. Bubba funny. Those are like gonna have the same problem LVB has the moment we work and them work on them. I hate the Dodge vans. I gotta say that a lot of our vehicles that we have that are damaged, they're damaged by us. How about that? We damaged the vehicles. Think about this. We just got some, for those that don't know, a lot of the truck drivers throughout the country, we just got some new vehicles. Maybe proud American, love you, brother. We just, man, that's $20. Boy, that'd give me about 2 gallons of gas now, dog. They gave us new vehicles. I believe it was 2019. They gave us all new tractors, and they also gave us straight trucks. 2019. It's only 4 years ago. If you go and see some of those things, I can't. Yo, they look like they've been through the ringer. 4 years old, and those things got roaches on them, dents, dings. We destroy our own stuff. It's us. So, I mean, we can't blame anybody but us. You always think the fan and LVs are extra and go with our AC. He can put some cheese on his burger now. Yo, thank you very much. That's my dog, though. Proud American. He and I have so much more in common than he probably even knows. You know, we got those little fans in our trucks, but we got AC. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Turn a fan on when you pass gas and roll the window down. What is it for? I don't know. Sit there in your own funk. Thank you for the gems being dropping. I don't really drop gems. I'm just sharing some stuff that I might know, that I might come across. You come across some things. That's what we do. We share some information. Just a piece of advice for anybody in the LOV. If your fan not working, go to the back of the truck with a fan and make sure the wires are plugged in. And if they are, take some tape and wrap around it. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Unless they're low on coolant, then the heater doesn't work anything. Yeah. I feel bad for the carrier. When they finally start putting these new electric vehicles in, half electric, half gas vehicles in, I think it'll be more comfortable. Because honestly, the carriers are like the backbone. They're the grinders. I see them come back to this day. I give them a hard time every day. But they the backbone of this whole operation. They out there sweating. People getting robbed. They don't get, really no respect anymore from the public. And they go out there just, selflessly and go do their job. And then they got to deal with these piss poor managers. I give the props to them. My daughter, I swear I didn't think my daughter was going to make it when she first started. But she grinding. She's still doing her thing. And as for, one of the inspectors or somebody up top that watches, because I know you guys watch, here's some truth. And here's a truth bomb that I wanted to say for a long time. And I want you guys to really pay attention to this. I know as federal workers, you guys are very strict with your weapons situation when it comes to us carrying weapons on postal property. I respect that 110%. Mine stay locked up. But the public knows that. The public knows that we don't carry weapons. Have you ever heard of people robbing police officers for keys? No. You know why? Because they know the police are armed, right? It's rare you ever hear of robbers just running up to those people that in the Brinks trucks to go rob them. Do you know why? Because they're armed. I see Brinks trucks coming to my plant and they carry their pistols inside of my plant, but I can't carry a pistol and my daughter can't carry her pistol. If the public believes that we are now allowed to carry, even if we aren't, if they start believing that we're allowed to carry, there might be less robberies on our people. My guy up in Chicago said there was, 80 robberies last month? 80? You know what trauma that is to our people? And what are they doing behind it? They go follow up. Give it a better shot. Give it a better way. Amazon can program a code to a locker from somebody sitting behind the Geek Squad desk. Why can't we have coded lockers so that our people don't have to worry about somebody running up on them? Or allow the public to think, you know what, that carrier might be packing. They done changed the law. Let them second guess the same way they second guess running up on a police officer or a Brinks person. Just some food for thought. What do I know? I'm just a truck driver. Yeah. Bubba's a funny guy. No, but that's just some food for thought. Seriously, if we just had, we have the money to change the locker systems up. Why do they walk around with this key? Why? If Amazon can install in stores and program every time you walk up to it and you punch a code in, the code resets itself and sends you, hey, you want to pick your stuff up from Amazon? This is your code. Once you pick it up, it automatically resets itself. Why do our people need to carry these keys? Why do these people need to fear for their life? I don't know. I'm just a truck driver. Resistant to change? Nah, they too cheap. They too cheap. And all that tells me from the APWU to the letter carrier union to the rural carrier union is that they're not enforcing it. The next time that the letter carrier union talks, if they don't bring up these keys, you guys already know. The president, if he don't bring up these keys and you guys getting robbed, you guys know what to do. You don't need to distribute your money because they want to give us more money. Oh, well, we support getting more money and fair practice and fair this and make sure the managers do that. Screw that. What about my life? I want to go home to my family first and foremost. I'm not a police officer. I shouldn't have to worry about my life when I go deliver a piece of paper to somebody's mailbox. What you gonna do to protect me? Oh, that's out your scope? Well, sorry, this $50 that you guys get every month. I need to keep that in my pocket. just in case I'm not here to support my family. You know what? I'ma just shut my mouth right now. Anybody else want to talk about something? I'm delivering mail and bullets pick your back. Yo, Bubba dude, I like this guy. You need to email me, Bubba dude. Hey, Mailman Joe, that's my guy. You know why? Because he's a mailman. He probably cursed me out 1 or 2 times before, but he's a mailman. Hardest job that we have. And they don't get no respect. Once a year, they get a little gift from some, a couple of the people. Just a couple of the people. Give them, here's $10, here's $5. Once a year. The remainder of the time, they just, get people's ass to kick. Where is my stuff? Bring it to my door. Bring it inside my house. Wait, don't put it here. Go up the stairs. No, on the second floor. No. And they got to worry about somebody stealing their key. Most of my RT smokes, so I don't have much energy to do much. I jingle my keys so they know I'm coming around the corner. But again, what do I know? What do I know? Listen, Postal Fam, it's 10:40 and some change. I talk to you guys because it gets some things off my chest. I tend to get some information that I like to share, and I like for you guys to share information with each other too. So once in a while, I try to open these chats up just so you guys can share some information with each other. And it's helpful for people to know that everybody is going through the same thing nationwide. You don't feel alone this way. I know each place has a mail carriers group on Facebook, and they have the mail handlers group on Facebook. This is one of the places that you guys can come and talk your ish. And Bubba, if you see me live again, you make sure you jump in here. I like this guy. What's up with the elevator music? KB, why you all in my business? Oh, God. So just so you guys know, me, KB, and a couple people, we have a little chat group that we got. And we just chop it up. We share information. They share information with me. I share information with them. When a loaner LLV brakes failed, even when guns aren't being pulled on us, we still got to deal with staring death in the face. Damn. See? 100 people and only 34 likes. You know what? I'm not here for the likes. Hell, I ain't even here for the money. And somebody that says I make a lot of money off this, honestly, we don't. I wish I'm able to pull this up so you guys can see how much they actually pay YouTubers, because somebody always talk that smack. And nobody's ever transparent about what they actually make. So I'm going to be that guy to be transparent about what we make from the videos. Oh, man. All right. A live performance. All right. Just so you guys can see, here's the food for you guys. You ready for this? How much advertisers pay? Can you see the figure? $14.77. No one has ever gone on YouTube and showed you guys what we actually make. So those people that think that JH is getting rich off of it, that's 28 days. Advertisers pay $14.77. So I don't want to ever hear anybody that's watching here in the background thinking they slick say, oh, Jay making a killing off it. No, it's just a little change. That might get me a coffee or two for a couple days. Making big on YouTube ain't what it used to be. That's why you got to keep dropping. This merch ain't mine. This is my people's. I share the love. Let me explain something to you. If you guys don't know that I am religious, my family is Christian, I will get my blessings eventually, one day in the future. My blessings is when people actually started getting hired by the post office, because that changed people's lives. I don't need no more blessings than that, because I know that somebody gonna turn and share that information with somebody else. We need to do this live stuff more. All right, cool. We tried it out once. You be rich, $14. Hell yeah, no question. So all those people that say you make a ton of money, and look at my videos. Just look at them. I get maybe 4,000 or 5,000 views. $14.77. Now you guys see it. Telefice? What does that even mean? OnlyFans, no question. I put my feet on. I would lift my leg up, but I'm in my underwear. You guys, this is JH. I gotta go. I gotta go. Thank you guys for listening. And guys, you know, you guys make it work. And I appreciate you. All right? Roy, appreciate you. Kay, appreciate you. Darwin, Steven, Lewis, Joe, Santiago, Terrell, Tanya, Solo, Abraham. I love that name. Yachooch. Texts. Tanya, Mike, Jay Sutton, Solo, Victor. Love you all. Y'all have a good night. Don't mind my elevator music.